Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution.
Welcome, everyone. You are here for another episode of the Female Solution Global Broadcast. I am Deborah, your host of Move Around with Deborah, where we offer interactive engagements through our many platforms. Yes. Now, during our live broadcast today, we want you to interact with us. So leave us a message or subscribe, text, love, however you do it. We are here to provide you some opportunities that you will never forget. Now, my mission is to increase travel awareness, and doing that by helping you decide when, where, how, and why to travel. In some cases, yes, why to travel? Why do you travel? Educational purposes. And also, we want you to experience a journey through another chapter of your life. We are also here to support those of you looking to start a business in the growing travel industry. And trust and believe, this industry is certainly growing. And we are doing so. We promote a learning environment for safe, thoughtful discussions globally. You understand? Not just across the country, but around the world. And we feel that travel is one of the most impactful educational platforms around. So now think about it. Travel can be applied to any topic. If you don't believe me, ask me. Interact with us, leave us messages, or ring that bell. Enjoy, subscribe, learn, grow, and love one another. We need more love in this community. So now I want you to go tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody to sit down, tune in, grab a pen, grab a paper, or however you record your notes, because you're going to have some notes. You're going to have some questions. You're going to have some moments, whether it be with me answering them or some other travel professional. And I tell you, in this complex world of travel, you definitely need to interact or engage somehow with a travel professional, travel advisor, tour operators, many. But now, again, if you're looking to have that side hustle, more and more millionaires are being created. How? Not by just one stream of income. No. That's the way of the past. Many things have changed since the past. That's why we move into the future, but we don't go back. We're moving into the future. I hope you all understand that. But we want you to share information. So let's get started. And I want to introduce to you The female solution.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the female solution.
Right, we are back. Thank you again for being here. You could have been somewhere else, and I know you're probably on your way somewhere else. You're planning to do something else, or you're just relaxing in this wonderful life that we have, or you've got some deep thoughts that are going on, some situations that are going on. Let me let you know that situations will come all the time, but you have to have the strength to withstand and to understand you're just going through. You're not staying in. This is not going to be your situation forever. Please understand, if you are having a slight issue, and I know that we do sometimes, there is help. There is help. And we want you to know and utilize it. Test it out. Because you don't want to be somewhere where you feel as though you can't talk to your family or your friends or your neighbor. You might feel more comfortable talking to a stranger. We have to stop harboring in our situations. We don't have to tell all our business, but we do in some cases have to share. We not share, but ask, give advice, and that's what the female solution is here to do. And we're here each and every day, and with reruns, so that's like 24/7 all around the world, and even in the outer space if you need. But if you're having problems, if you're having situations, there's a suicide and crisis lifeline. Even if you're not, you don't think you're suicidal, but you're having a crisis, an emotional situation, call 988. You can call them, you can chat, you can text 24 hours a day. And I pray that you get the help you desire, even if you don't know what you need, because a lot of times that's what we're into. We don't know what we need, but we know that there is something that we've got to pay attention to, right? And there's another number I want you to understand. In our travel world, we come across these situations on a regular basis. There is a national human trafficking hotline. If you see something, say something. Folks are being trafficked and you're passing them every day, and you don't realize. We have missing people all the time. If you come across a social media platform and it says somebody's missing, you don't know if they're still missing or not. It doesn't take much to share. You never know when it's your situation that you're going to encounter, and you're going to need that support from someone you don't even know, you'll never encounter. So get help from the National Human Trafficking Hotline by calling 1-888-373-7888, or texting help or info to that same number. Help or info. How you all are good with social media. You know what to do. Get help. Get help. And if you see something, say something. And that's not only just for adults, that's for children, male, female. It doesn't matter. It goes the gamut. We see it. I see it. And especially in the travel industry, we see it. We hear about it. And in other industries, it is just right there. So please, please, please reach out to people, so you know that help is there. Help is there. Just help is there. And I do have something I want to share with you talking about this very thing. I love the airport scene. But we're not going to talk much about airports today. But this is something that I want to share with you. Uh, if you don't
When predators are
mind.
targeting a child, they're most likely going to go after the most accessible child that they have to them.
So they'll look at their social media.
Uh-oh. Look at here. We're going to come back to this one because this is very important. What they were trying to say is they talk to children because they become familiar with children. Children, some children, they'll reach out to you. Some children won't reach out to strangers. I mean, but how we like to brand our children. Oh, JoJo Blue got on a jacket that says JoJo Blue's name, and a predator will tap into that and will come to JoJo Blue. And JoJo Blue, your mommy said you need to come over here because she's looking for you, and she asked me to come get you. And you parents, you've allowed JoJo Blue to wander off. You're not paying attention to JoJo Blue, whether it be in the airport. I'm talking about airports right now. I love airports, but even in the stores, even walking up and down the streets, so many times I'm familiarized with JoJo Blue being separated from their parent. Even I don't even want to go into it, but pay attention to your children. Stop tagging your children when you travel. Stop tagging your children when they're going back and forth to school, especially if they're in a situation where they have to walk to school, maybe in a group. Even if they're in a group, sometimes groups get separated. Identify where your child is, put a tag on them, however you want to do it, but keep up with our babies. Okay, let's try it.
They'll look at their school, they'll look at the pictures they're posting.
They will either befriend this child or become part of their friends lists or become part of their contacts. And
the sounds of summer. Okay, so again, that is something that I am still going to try to come back to momentarily. I'm not going to give up on that. No, because that is so important. And that's not only in the airports. We're talking about cruising today. I know some folks know me about loving to fly. I'm thinking the airport is your first destination whenever you're going on a vacation. But if you really know me, you know that I love to cruise. Cruising is the best vacation or getaway or business I have been on. I love cruising. And you know what? You haven't lived until you cruise. I can stand by that. I'm going to stand by that. You haven't lived till you cruise. This program, Move Around with Deborah, wants to bring you various perspectives on travel. And we want to provide you the tools that you'll need to go through that travel, plan that travel. That's the primary thing, planning. You can't do anything without planning. You plan to come here. You plan what you have on. You're planning what you're going to do for the rest of the day. You're planning what you're going to do, in some cases, for the rest of your life. You need to make sure that your journey is memorable. So with that, planning is key. Planning is key. So I want to get ready Oh, please forgive me. I'm going to try to play this video again. They're not going to get me. No, that's stubborn.
Followers, you've got to get involved. You've got to make sure that things are appropriate and that their friends lists are checked, the people they're playing games with are checked.
Have these conversations so that it is a safe environment.
Those games, oh boy, those games are real important. Check who your child is playing games with. Even adults can be scammed. Scam artists are there. This is their job. This is their career in some cases, is to scam people. So they know how to put things together. They know what it takes. They're professionals. You know, cons, that comes from confidence. So the con artist gets their confidence, gets your confidence. And then they go in for the kill. Now, some things are good. Some things I don't say everything is a con that someone is trying to get you or persuade you to go into. But what I'm speaking of now is the cons or the confidence that people play for devious reasons, especially against our children. Well, I say especially, and then I'll say especially against our women and our girls and our young girls. Even though they're provocative, they're just getting this off of what they see. I mean, even back in the day, and it's been a long day, I was rolling up my skirt after I left home to make it shorter, because that made me feel good. I was not necessarily doing it for the visual of the men or the guys. It made me feel good. The makeup makes them feel good. But we have to control it, because we have to understand that there are people, devious men and women, who have no good intentions on our children. Our children are our future. Our children are our future. So please pay attention to our children. You please, 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 please. I just I can't stress that enough. So it's past time for my commercial. My first commercial. Let's go.
The earth is in the process of transformation. A separation, such as when a cell divides. Half will remain in the third dimension, the old earth, where there is conflict and violence. The other half will ascend to the fifth dimension, the new earth, where no negativity can exist. All across the world, there are internet content creators that are sharing new information to raise your consciousness and prepare you to ascend to the new earth. Join me, Naima Latif, every Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Central Time, and we will introduce to you these voices of enlightenment.
Great day. It's your girl Asada here to introduce a new female solution show called Asada Says. That's right. Every month we're going to talk about everything I am, from cryptocurrency and financial security to good health and parenting strategies. Come on and talk with me every Tuesday morning from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And let's do that thing the way Asada says it should be done. See you then. Peace, right here on the Female Solution.
All right. We have to give homage to our sisters of the Female Solution. Yes, because here you can get that comfort zone. You can get that education. You can get that aha moment each and every day. And if you miss a session, we have reruns. Certainly, you can replay us all the time, even in your sleep. Replay us. You know how you put those ear pods in to get that meditation to go to sleep? Absolutely. Monday morning mindfulness will get you that meditation going. So let's get busy about what I'm talking about today, and that's cruising. And it's a piggyback on our last month where we started off talking about the family reunions. And a lot of reunions, we basically think of reunions. We go into a park, we're having a luncheon, we're having a dinner, we're getting together. It's a multi-day event. I have found that even with those land experiences, I like to be there longer than just the 2 or 3 day event mode. I want to go away. When I go away, I want to go away for a while. Not for a long while, but for a little while. And I, again, know that cruising is the reason for my season. But in the cases of what we have here, family reunions and group travel, cruise versus land, which is right for you? It depends. Again, let's get busy with that planning. Now, we know that family reunions are multi-generational. We've got the great grandparents. God bless them, they still alive. They got the little bitty babies. God bless them, they still alive. But multi-generational travel is key. And it's key when you're doing land. Have to know what your generations are going to travel with you. And when you're doing cruises, you have to know. We know that there's an intention, there's a celebration, and the structured programming. It's all in the plan. You have to balance everything. You have to know who's going, how, the capabilities of their travel, because we have some folks that travel with us that have challenges with movement, and we have to make sure that we compensate for those folks, because everybody is inclusive. We don't want to go somewhere and there's a lot of walking, and that cancels out a half of our group, because who's going to do all that walking and up and down the mountain and around the block and we're not doing that. Have transportation to make sure we go around traveling and being able to sightsee out the window. Have a flexibility. But again, balance is key. Making sure that everyone who is in attendance is comfortable and is attentive, and you're taking care of them. Safety and accessibility, budgeting. That's key in when you're planning. Budgeting is always a focus. But I'm going to tell you, I have learned in my business that not to identify what I think a customer is going to pay for. I want to give them the works. I want to let them know what all is available. And then if they can or cannot afford it, we take away, we switch, we maybe diminish a little bit, but we still want to make sure that any travel is impactful and memorable. Got to have that. And we want good memory. Because there's been some memorable occasions that weren't so pleasant. And we want to make sure that these are good memories that we maintain. Now, cruise travel for family reunions. And this is something that folks say, but the cruise industry provides a lot of opportunity for group travel. And of course, group travel includes family reunions. So here are the pros that I have found. And let's see if we can't get that a little bit larger for you. You don't have to look at me all the time. But the pros, it's all inclusive pricing for the cruise. That includes your lodging, most dining, entertainment, and a lot of that. Oh my goodness, don't go to a restaurant and everybody want to split the bill and the total bill. Okay, we've seen those situations, but it's already taken care of. You're unpacking once and you're able to go to multiple countries in some case. I love it when you have multiple countries that you can visit. I used to tell folks that who can shop in multiple countries at one time in within 1 week. That's amazing. We love to shop. Yes. It's something for every age, even the children and the parents. This is a big thing that I like. There are children's clubs. Yes. As small as 2 and 3 years old. They have their own section. The teens, the middle, all of them. Everybody has their own section. You could either be together or you could go off to the camp. I call it day camp for the children. And then you have the adult areas, the spas, and those casinos. But there are perks. There can be, depending on your group, you can have private dining. You can have credit, onboard credit, based on how your advisor built your group travel. There can be a complimentary cabin for the group leader. Yes. There are built-in activities, trivia shows, pools, shore excursions, and all entertainment for all ages. There are 25 to 50% savings versus comparable land resorts for group bookings. Now, the cons, some folks just don't like a lot of water. And I get it. It is a lot of water. I'm not going to say it's not a lot of water, but when you fly, it's a lot of air or a lot of sky, and you still fly. Seasickness, there is a risk, but you have a minimal risk of being sick. A lot of times our mental capacity makes us sick because we're just thinking about, I'm going to be sick. And now we're getting sick. Seasickness is a factor, but it can be controlled. Limited mobility on a ship can frustrate some guests who want to explore freely. Now, just because it's a ship and we're contained in a body of water, the safety factors are still put in place. Pay attention to your family, each other, and don't travel alone. Don't go alone, or if you are traveling alone, because we're going to talk about single travel in the near future in some shows. But if you're traveling with a group, make sure somebody in that group knows where you are. We used to have walkie-talkies back in the day. Now you can have your phones. There are text messaging capabilities and sometimes call capabilities on your phone. Gratuities, Wi-Fi, specialty dining, excursions, they can add up quick, but if you pay in advance, if you choose in advance, that is something that is seamless for you. Now, the cabin sizes are small, yes. And if it's 2 people in the cabin, it can be a little daunting. I found that the beds, in most cases, were very comfortable. You could control your air quality. The bathrooms are a little smaller, but the space is smaller, but you're just there to rest and sleep in your cabin. The entertainment is outside of your cabin. Or if you just want to shut down, you have a balcony, you can go on the balcony and just relax, meditate. It is what you want to do. Port days, when you're in those additional countries that you're traveling to, there may be only a few hours, maybe 5 or 6 hours that you're able to be there. But that's okay because you can save some money by not shopping. There is some opportunities for cultural immersement, and that's when you book those tours pre-stay. Book those tours pre-stay through the cruise line, and that's the most convenient. You can do that. So going on to the next slide. Let me stop for a moment, if you don't mind, so I can reassess, come back. We just have to go to our next commercial, and I will be right back.
Welcome to Masterforce with Mushim Suit. Join us each week on Thursdays at 7 a.m. Central, live on Facebook and YouTube on the Female Solution page, as we dive into powerful topics designed to assist you in mastering your life force. Our conversations feature a diverse lineup of experts, all dedicated to your growth. Tune in weekly to discover new ways to elevate your spirit and raise your vibration. And remember, we are ascending.
Literacy is free. Literacy is freedom. And we have a literacy crisis. Children should learn to read from pre-K to 3rd grade. They should practice reading from 4th to 6th grade, and they should read to learn beginning in 7th grade and continuing through 12th grade. This video is sponsored by Rico Nance and Chemistry Steak and Brunch House in Hyde Park, Chicago.
Leaders of nonprofits empowering worlds. Let's go.
But the vision that God gave me, I felt that it was time for me to step out and work on the vision that God gave me.
We need look no further. We have a unique voice. We have a unique talent pool.
Thank you again for staying here with us. I hope you're getting some valuable information that maybe you knew or maybe you didn't know. Maybe it's refreshing. Okay, let's go. We were talking about the pros and the cons of travel for family reunions and group travel. My pros are for cruising. Although I do like the land tours. And that's another thing we'll talk about a little later on in the year. But I love cruising. You can get involved in your family, enjoy your group events on a cruise. All you have to do is plan, just like you plan when you have a land cruise, or a land tour. It is so much information that you can come across when planning. It's always best whenever you're doing any type of travel, provide a line or a linkage to a professional, a travel advisor. Even if it's something that you're familiar with, you never know what changes have been put in place And why not have a team or some professionals on your team that know what they're doing? You get the family together and we'll help you organize how to persuade them to choose one way or another. Now, a lot of times families just leave it up to a particular committee, a planning committee. They allow them to do whatever they would like to do within reason, and they go for it. They just enjoy themselves. Here is an opportunity for cruising. Group cruising is amazing and is something different. You know what I'm saying? You've done this, you've done it before, and now it's time to do something different. Again, you just like any other planning you do, you set your date, you start early. You can start 2 years early, 1 year early, 3 years early. I would suggest that you start as soon as you know, hey, this is what I want to do. And if you get involved in the planning and you find that it's not something that you or most of the family are geared for in cruising, then that's okay. Shift to another topic or shift to another location, but keep the planning going. And at least you'll know what the group is interested in, who's interested in what, and then maybe later on that group who is interested in going on a cruise, that's a different time. Who's to say a family reunion only happens once a year? No. Family groups can get together. Cousins, you got the cousins list, you got the parents. You know, we have a cruise line that is a Virgin Cruise Lines. You have to be at least 18 years old to cruise on that cruise line, at least. No children are allowed on the ship. Don't go there with your baby in tow. You won't be able to get on. So that's good. Not saying that because they're 18, you're going to have a lot of teenagers on that cruise. No, just saying that you have to be at least 18 to cruise on this cruise line. So there are mostly adults doing adult things. They're a little different than the typical Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and that type of line that you may, what is that, Norwegian Cruise Line, in MSC. Oh, it's a list of them. We got plenty of cruise lines, but planning, choose the itinerary, choose how many days you want to be there. Now, a lot of times when folks cruise, I like 7-day cruises or more. But that might not be apropos for most folks. Everybody can't get off 7 days. And you know how I feel when you're on a vacation. You have to have 1 day before you leave and 1 day after you return to not do anything. So some folks are not able to take that full time. So take a 5-day cruise or take a 3-day cruise. Just get that cruise in there. And wherever the cruise port is, make that a couple of day journey. Make that hotel or that resort, stay on a resort in that city. We have many cities that have cruise ports that are available. Many cities. I want to, where did I go? Here I am. Around the world, there are many cities that offer cruise line disembarkments. And I tell you, that map is in North America, South America, Asia, Europe, Africa, everywhere. That you can get a passenger cruise. Now, when you're looking, you want to make sure you identify the passenger cruises, because you don't want to get on those cruises that that just have those cargo tankers and, they tip over and whatnot. I go back and forth with that. Yes, this is a joyous occasion, and you want to have focus. You want to have focus. Let me show you a situation about some of the cruises that, well, not some of them, but just one particular line that I want to show you here. Yes, carnival. You can get married. Yeah, on a cruise ship. Yes. You're talking about privacy. Honeymoon. Breakup. I mean, after the breakup, just relax. Children, look at what we're doing here on the deck. Sports bars. Sports. Rock climbing. There's something for everyone. Any age. You can do it. What? Why not? On the beach. Yes. So it is I'm saying it is just so much you can do, and you can travel on a cruise multiple times and not cover the same thing on each trip, because there's so much to do. There's a list of activities that are going on a ship each and every day that you get. A planning list. They help you plan. They help you plan your day. Now they've gotten sophisticated where there's an app that you can plan what you want to do even before you cruise. You can have your list. It identifies what is available on each day, and you can choose, yes, I want to go there. Now, you're not locked into it. And most, almost, I'll say 96% of the activities are at no cost. The only time there's a cost involved is when there's a tasting, a wine tasting, or a specialty class for cooking, preparing, or a private class. But other than that, all of those activities are at no cost. And it is a plethora. There's a word, plethora of activities going on each and every cruise line. It doesn't matter what cruise line you choose to embark on, all of them have this opportunity. Let me show you. Let me share my screen, and I want to show you a list of the cruise lines that we have. And this is a site, Cruise Specialist. You can get a lot of information off of this. But look at these. Almay, that's a river cruise. Atlantis, that's an ocean voyage. Avalon, Celebrity, Asmara, Cunard, MSC, Holland America, Expeditions, National Geographic, yes. Pointed, Paul Gauguin, Oceania, Princess, Quirk Expeditions. Those expedition cruises, we've heard about those cruises lately. And I tell you, wash your hands. Wash your hands with soap and water. That'll keep down a lot of the germs. Come on now. Royal Caribbean, Scenic, Seabourn, Uniworld, Top, Silver Seas, Virgin Voyages, Windstar, and many more that we are not sharing right now. So there are a plethora, and you know what? I should have, and I can go back just briefly and share with you. Let me pull that back up. Hold on, let me get it together here. I want to share this screen one more time with you because I just want to let you see when you go to this page, and we'll take MSC because it's right here. MSC Cruises offers affordable, family-friendly cruises with a European flair, sailing to popular destinations like the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, Northern Europe, South America, and the Middle East, featuring modern ships. Yes, there more and more ships are being built. They have diverse dining, entertainment activities for all ages. They have 23 ships, from cozy, intimate vessels to world-class ships, huge ships. And again, they're talking about their European style cruising. Yes, they are. So they're a little different than maybe what you have heard of, but here's the thing: know your group. You know your family. So, and you know the people who are going to cruise. Maybe the people who want to cruise are the older people who have the flexibility of time, and they can be gone for a week and they don't mind the water. They want to do something different. And there you have it. Or you have those folks who don't mind the time, and they can go for a week and explore with children. Again, children, you take a child out of their environment and put them in a new environment, that is going to change the trajectory of a lot of things that they see in life. Trust and believe. You talked about adopt a child just to take them on a travel. Remember when travel used to be so prominent with schools and they used to go on those tours and whatnot? It changes their ideology of what it is beyond their 4-block cycle, because all they know is home, school, home, the store. Well, now the store may be more than 4 blocks, but it gets them out of their environment, and they see, other than on television, they see with their own hands. They're able to touch with their own hands what's going on in this world. And that's what we need. We need to get the children, because sometimes if we just do that, even young adults and now old adults, because a lot of the older adults, and I'm saying maybe in the 40s and 50 older adults compared to children, they weren't able to experience that. It's never too late. Be a persuasive factor. Be a Pied Piper for your family. Get your family somewhere other than what they are used to. And again, it doesn't have to be for the reunion. It could be just because. It could be a love cruise, a love tour. Just because you love. And we have to put more love back into this world. What can I say? Let me say this. I want to bring on the rest of my commercials because it's almost time to go. Oh my goodness. It's just, oh, what can I say?
What up, world? I want to welcome you to the conversations that we don't have, Escaping Jezebel's Web. I am your host, Kasyra Elvie, also known as Lady K. Here, this is a faith-led healing center podcast where we talk about the conversations many women and men keep in silence. We talk about relationships, motherhood, fatherhood, faith, patterns, and personal growth. Here, we name the unhealthy cycles, speak truth without shame, and choose healing and freedom. These are the conversations we don't have until now. Let's go talk about it.
When you see Black children misbehaving in public, being loud, disrespectful, and destructive, do you think to yourself, what they need is a good beating? That's what's wrong with these parents. They don't know how to discipline their children. Were you disciplined in that way? And did your parents also call you stupid, ignorant, and lazy? That's the way you break a slave. You terrorize them with constant fear of painful punishment. You teach them they're powerless to speak up, and you insult them so they feel like nothing. We were broken by parents who were broken, by parents who were broken. It's time to end the cycle of brokenness and bring healing to ourselves and our communities by using knowledge, respect, and love. We'll show you how. I'm Naima Latif. Get the book Slavery, the African American Psychic Trauma. On sale now. Go to www.naimalatif.com.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also three sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're three Black moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Three Black Moms.
Father, forgive us. Can you have mercy? Please have mercy on us. Please have mercy on us. We repent of our sins. Won't do it again. Deliver us from this evil, chosen people.
You're here, I'm pleased. I really dig your company. Your style, your smile, your peace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be. Baby, I feel free. Come on and go with me. And let's
Hey, yes, come on. The Female Solution is here for you. And let me tell you, well, you know what? I've already told you, but I got some folks that have been talking to me, and my apologies for not showing you off sooner. Well, grand afternoon to you too, to the Higher Learning Network TV show every Monday morning with your Monday Morning Mindfulness. Looking forward to hearing alternatives to the shutdown of Spirit Airlines. There are none right now. You just, what I have found is the airline community is being comforting and taking on some of those flights that have been abruptly canceled. With that being said, I certainly hope at this time, by now, everybody has rearranged any flights that they've had in the future. and they've been able to have those addressed. I think United was doing a lot, Frontier was doing a lot, and other airlines. I can't speak to them off the cuff right now, but yes. So if you have a Spirit ticket and you need to have it rescheduled, contact one of those airlines and see if they would allow you to change with their airlines in their lanes. And of course, Southwest is there for you. It is unfortunate that this happened. I always encourage people to purchase, when you're purchasing travel, utilize one credit card if you can, and that credit card may have that protection there for you. Have that travel insurance, and make sure you identify the coverage that your travel insurance is providing, because all travel insurance is not a blanket form. You have to understand your insurance and your coverage. And having a travel advisor will help you navigate that. If there are any questions, certainly anybody can contact me. You can email me at deborah.thefemalesolution@gmail.com. That's deborah.thefemalesolution@gmail.com. But yeah, that was unfortunate and political. Thank you for that, Zelda. Also, Zelda, women beware when getting in the car. Do not take money off the car windshield. It's bait to make you dizzy and fall out so they can traffic your body. Women beware. Children beware. Don't smell anything. Oh, we got something. Don't. A lot of times, even when you're getting the gas, you get the handles. Wear gloves. Keep a pack of gloves in your car. When you're going into the store, wear gloves. Who cares what you look like? You're trying to be safe. Wear gloves. Wear a mask. Wipe things down. Yes, safety. Continue the safety that for yourself. You can't be so perfectly safe. You have to have the Holy Spirit covering you as well, but be safe. Understand that there is challenges in there. Thank you, Zelda, for that. Higher Learning Network. Yes, we agree. You have not lived until you cruise. It is a lifestyle of the rich and famous, just on a smaller scale. We've been on 5 and counting. Bon voyage. Of course, I'm planning the next 2 already. And Naima, thank you. I'm ready. Oh, she's ready to organize a cruise. Well, I will be speaking with you soon. And heard that an African buyer is on the horizon. I hope so. And I think you're referring to Spirit. There are a lot of folks that are on the horizon. Again, it's a lot of politics. Did I say that out loud? Wear gloves. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Zelda. Yes, wear your gloves. Keep gloves in your house. Keep gloves in your purse. You have to keep your PPEs. We've been taught to keep our PPEs all around us. Keep those handy wipes. Keep those hand sanitizers. Keep all of that stuff. And Bridget, hello, Bridget. Can you do a show about the different types of visas that are out there and how to go about getting one? Yes, I can. And let me see. I used to have okay. Let me look around. I will talk about visas more on our next cruise. Maybe I'll do a little side thing. Look, I said on our next cruise, like we're going on a cruise next month. Maybe I'll do another side show about the different documents that are needed for travel, because they're changing. Trust and believe, they're changing. We always have to keep up with what's going on. Prices are changing, documents are changing, everything is changing. Thank you so very much, Bridget. I'm going to jot that down as soon as I get off, because guess what? It's time for me to go. Oh, I miss being with you all. But I'll be back next month and maybe in between, so we can get some identifying factors going. Make sure you are aware of your finances. So very important. So very important. Keep up with your money. Understand that money is changing. We know money is changing. And I want to just share with you. Let me move some stuff around here. Oh, okay, Bridget, thank you. Zelda, you look simply. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything that's being done here at the Female Solution. But understand, we're talking about money, a crypto basic session with Asada, the crypto queen, the Harriet Tubman of crypto. Times have changed, and now Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1:30 p.m. and 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, although it's around the world. And then on Sundays, twice on Sundays, at 1:30 p.m. and at 7:30. Oh, no, 1:30 p.m. just one time. 7:30 is in Europe. Let's get that together. You need the link to those sessions, give me a call. I'll be certainly happy to help you with that. Of course, we love checking out our money. Well, if that is all I can share with you today, I am so glad that somebody got something out of what I said. Now, if you need more information, so when I come back and do that little side spurt on those visas and other documents that are needed to travel, let me know. Give me an email. Don't let my English teacher hear that. That's another thing. They took away penmanship and English. Okay. I'll come back. It's time to go. I love you all. Be safe in your travels, and we will be back again next month. Actually, tomorrow we will have a show tomorrow. Yes. Seeds to Systems with Cicely at 12 noon. That's Seeds to Systems with Cicely McLennan, 12 noon. Tomorrow, Central Standard Time. Okay, that's my time. Love you all.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, dhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiyabonga. Senegal, jaref. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessing.